I do.
Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. For he satisfies the longing soul and fills the hungry soul with goodness.
We never said grace in this house. My father never did, and I never learned how. And neither did Lloyd. Lloyd, did you hear that? Henry said grace. I feel grace inside my heart. I feel fresh inside as if a breeze had just gone inside my heart. What was it you said, Henry? What were those words? I don't retain words. I never do. I find it hard to retain the words I learn. It is hard for me to do the work at school. I can work on my kindergarten board all day. Even if I'm tired, I can make myself do it. But I can't make myself retain what I learn. The teacher says I have no memory. And it's true. I don't. Not enough to pass the test. But I rejoice with the knowledge that I get. Not everything, but most things make me feel joyful. Do you feel that way, Henry?
I'm not sure. I like to learn things, but if I didn't remember them, I don't think I would feel any pleasure. If I didn't remember things, I would feel that I don't know them. I like to learn things so that I can live according to them, according to my knowledge. What would be the use of knowing something if it doesn't help serve you, if it doesn't help you shape your life? Lloyd! Do you take pleasure in learning if you forget?
Lloyd doesn't like learning things.
I like learning things.
Why don't you then?
What is it that I haven't learned?
Henry, would you say grace again?
Again?
Is that wrong?
No. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. For he satisfies the longing soul and fills the hungry soul with goodness. Why are you crying?
I am a hungry soul. I am a longing soul. I am an empty soul. I cry with joy. It satisfies me to hear words that speak so lovingly to my soul. Don't be afraid to eat from our dishes, Henry. They are clean. The starfish is an animal, not a fish. He is called a fish because he lives in the water. If he is moist and in the shade, he may be able to live out of the water for a day. Starfish eat old and dead sea animals. They keep the water clean. A starfish has 5 arms like a star. That is why it is called a starfish. Each of the arms of the starfish has an eye in the end. These eyes do not look like our eyes. A starfish's eye cannot see, but they can tell if it is night or day. If a starfish loses an arm, he can grow a new one. This takes about a year. A starfish can live 5 or 10 years, or perhaps more. No one really knows.
What is Lloyd to you? He's a man, and he's not a blood relative, so what is he?
Lloyd, he's like family.
But he is not. Everyone knows that he is not, so what is he?
I don't know what you call what he is. If I were to ask myself the same question, I would not know what to answer. He's not with me. You know he's not. He sleeps down here.
I feel I'm offending him, but he is offending me, so what is he?
What can I do, Henry? I don't want you to be offended and there's nothing Lloyd can do. He's always been here, ever since he was little. My dad brought him in. He said that Lloyd was a good boy and that he could keep me company. He said that he was old and tired, and he didn't understand what a young person like me was like. That he had no patience left, was weary of life, and he had no more desire to make it work. He didn't want to listen to me talk, but he felt sorry to see me sad and lonely. He didn't want to be mean to me, he just didn't have the patience. He was sick. My dad was good, but he was old and hopeless. And when my mom died, he went to hell with himself. He got sick and died. And he left Lloyd here. And Lloyd and I took care of each other. I don't know what we are. We're related, but I don't know what to call it. We're not brother and sister. We're like animals who grow up together, mates. We were mates before you came. Not since then. I cannot be his mate again, not while you're here. I'm not an animal. I care about things, Henry, I do. I know some things I never learned, just I don't know what they are. I cannot grasp them. I don't want to live like a dog. But Lloyd is good, Henry. And this is his home. When you came here, I thought heaven had come to this place. And I still feel so. How can there be a fence here for you? What is it? Lipstick. Mirror. Oh, Henry. He is called a hermit because he lives in empty shells that once belonged to other animals. When he is little, he likes to crawl into the shells of water snails. When he grows larger, he finds a larger shell. Often he tries several shells before he finds the one that fits. Sometimes he wants to shell with another hermit crab, and then there is a fight. Sometimes the odor is pulled out. Sometimes the odor wins and stays.